There's a saying in business and in life where your focus goes, energy flows. And if you want to be a successful entrepreneur or digital marketer, you need to take this to heart. Let's jump in. So I was on a rafting trip a couple of years ago, and our raft guide was teaching us the fundamentals so that we didn't flip over and die during our trip down the river. And one of the big things he taught us is if there's a big rock that you're trying to avoid in your raft, what most people do is they stare at that rock. They stare at where they don't want to go. And what do you think ends up happening? Yeah, they run right into the rock. He says you have to look at where you want to go, not at where you don't want to go. If you stare at that rock, you're going to hit it. But if you stare at the space between the rocks, you're going to have smooth passage. And race car drivers say the same thing. So one of the dangers of like Formula One racing around a track is that you're going 200 miles an hour and there are walls on the sides. And if you run into that wall, it's not going to be good. And race car drivers say you have to look at where you want to go, not at where you don't. If you look at that wall, you're going to wreck into it. You have to look inside the track. So in life, there are people who focus solely on their problems. And these people tend to get more of what they don't like. They tend to just experience more of those problems. I'm sure you've met them before. They're people that complain about everything. And for every solution you're able to give them, they come up with 5 more problems. They're just good at focusing on problems, but that is all they get in their life as a result. And it's not their fault. One of the reasons that people do this is because it's easy to connect over shared commiseration. It's easy to connect over problems. So if you have a coworker and you guys don't like your boss, it's easy to complain about the boss and connect over that. Or if you're taking a class and it's too much work or you don't like the teacher, it's easy to bond with your classmate by complaining about those things. But what happens when you do that? You get more of what you don't want. You complain about that boss, you focus on his bad qualities, those are going to show up more often. The same goes with your romantic partner, so your husband or wife. Do you know anybody who just talks shit on their husband or wife all the time and they're never happy with their relationship? What do you think would happen if they started to say 5 things they were grateful about within their partner each day? More of those positive qualities are going to start to show up, their reaction to their partner is going to change, and things are going to get better. So the point is, you have to focus on where you want to go in life, not where you don't want to go. And if all you do is focus on problems, if all you do is complain, if you complain pretty much at all, you're just going to get more of the bad stuff that you don't want. So stop complaining, acknowledge the problems, but then put your energy and your focus on the solution. Start talking about the solution instead of complaining about how bad the problem is. And that's going to take you very far in this life. My name is Christian Martin. Put in the comments what you want to see next. That's all for this episode. I'll see you next time.